Did you know you can burn fat while resting? Welcome to a journey into the fascinating world of fat loss. This isn't another diet fad. This is about the science that drives the human body. We live in an era where health and fitness are at the forefront of our conversations and daily choices. And whether you're on a personal mission to trim down or just intrigued by the science behind it all, there's so much to uncover about fat loss. My background in physiology and nutrition has equipped me with the knowledge to guide you through this complex but utterly captivating topic. Together, we'll explore the biochemical process of fat metabolism, delve into the concept of balance, and unravel the impact of macronutrients on our bodies. We'll also touch on the role of exercise and hormones in this intricate dance of weight loss. So buckle up as we delve into the intricate mechanics of fat metabolism and the physiology of weight loss. The human body is an incredible machine, particularly when it comes to fat metabolism. Fat, or adipose tissue, is more than just a storage form of energy. It's a complex organ that plays a crucial role in our metabolic function. But how does our body transform this stored fat into usable energy? This transformation is a process called lipolysis, where fat cells are broken down into glycerol and free fatty acids. Think of lipolysis as a biochemical magic trick. The body takes fat, something we often want less of, and transforms it into something useful. Energy. This process is initiated when we need extra energy, like during physical activity or in between meals. Now, you might be wondering, how is this process regulated? Well, it's all about the hormones, specifically hormones like epinephrine, norepinephrine, growth hormone, and glucagon. These are like the conductors of the fat-burning orchestra, signaling the breakdown of fat cells when energy is needed. They essentially tell your fat cells, hey, it's time to break down and provide energy. But there's more to the story. After lipolysis, the free fatty acids travel through the bloodstream to your muscle cells. Here, they undergo beta oxidation, another fancy term for the process where these fatty acids are converted into a form of energy your muscle cells can use called ATP. But remember, this only happens when your body needs extra energy. If you consume more calories than your body requires, those excess calories get converted back into fat and stored in the adipose tissue. It's a constant cycle of balance and rebalance, ensuring your body has just the right amount of energy it needs. So the next time you're out for a run or lifting weights, remember that you're not just burning calories. You're also engaging in a complex metabolic process, transforming stored fat into the energy that powers your muscles and fuels your workout. Understanding this process is the first step in grasping how our body sheds weight. Now let's break down the concept of caloric balance. This is the fulcrum around which the wheel of weight loss spins. It's a simple yet powerful concept that informs our understanding of how we gain, lose, or maintain our weight. Imagine your body as a powerhouse. It needs fuel to function, and that fuel comes in the form of calories. Every action from blinking your eyes to running a marathon requires energy. But what happens when you pump in more fuel than your powerhouse can burn? The excess gets stored as fat. Conversely, when you provide less fuel than your powerhouse needs, it taps into these reserves, burning stored fat for energy. This is where the concept of energy in versus energy out comes into play. Energy in refers to the calories we consume through food and drink. Energy out is the calories we burn through basic bodily functions like breathing, digesting, and of course, physical activity. In a state of caloric balance, the energy in equals the energy out. You're maintaining your weight, not gaining or losing. However, when energy in exceeds energy out, you're in a caloric surplus. This leads to weight gain as the excess calories are stored as fat. But if you flip the script and create a situation where energy out surpasses energy in, you're in a caloric deficit. Your body needs more energy than it's getting from food, so it starts to burn stored fat to make up the difference. And presto, that's weight loss. It's important to note that creating a caloric deficit doesn't mean starving yourself. It's about making smart choices, eating nutrient-dense foods that satisfy your hunger, and incorporating physical activity into your routine. Remember, every body is unique. The exact caloric balance that works for one person might not work for another. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're nourishing your body with what it needs, but not overdoing it. In the end, understanding and applying the concept of caloric balance is like mastering the art of walking a tightrope. It's all about balance. A caloric deficit is the golden key to unlocking weight loss. Food isn't just fuel. It's a complex blend of macronutrients that impact our body in unique ways. These macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, each with a unique role in our body's functioning and, more specifically, in fat loss. Carbohydrates, our body's preferred energy source, are not the enemy they're often made out to be. When we consume carbohydrates, our body breaks them down into glucose, which is used for immediate energy or stored in our liver and muscles as glycogen for later use. However, excess glucose can be stored as fat, which is why the quantity and quality of carbohydrates we consume matter. Next, we have proteins, the building blocks of our muscles. The more muscle mass we have, the higher our resting metabolic rate is, which means we burn more calories even when we're not exercising. Moreover, proteins have a high thermic effect, meaning our body burns more calories digesting proteins than it does digesting fats or carbohydrates. And then there's fat, the macronutrient with the highest caloric value. While fats have been demonized in the past, we now understand that healthy fats are essential for hormone production and can actually aid in weight loss. However, like carbohydrates, the quality and quantity of fats we consume are crucial. Now let's talk about nutrient timing. While the when might not be as important as the what, there's still some science to it. Eating proteins and carbohydrates after a workout, for example, can enhance muscle recovery and replenish glycogen stores, making your next workout more effective. And finally, food quality. A calorie is not just a calorie. The quality of those calories matters. 100 calories of broccoli will have a different impact on your body than 100 calories of soda. Whole, nutrient-dense foods not only provide us with the macronutrients we need, but also with a plethora of vitamins and minerals that support overall health and aid in fat loss. What we eat, when we eat, it all contributes to our fat loss journey. Exercise is more than just burning calories. It's a powerful tool to boost fat loss. Let's unravel why. First, we have cardio, or aerobic exercises. These are activities that raise your heart rate for an extended period, like running, swimming, or cycling. They primarily utilize fat as a fuel source, thereby directly contributing to fat loss. However, the story doesn't end there. Performing regular cardio also improves heart health, enhancing your body's capacity to work harder and consequently burn more calories in the long run. On the other side of the fitness spectrum, we have resistance training, involving activities like weightlifting or bodyweight exercises. Unlike cardio, resistance training leans more towards burning carbohydrates during the workout. You might be thinking, well, that's not much help for fat loss then, is it? But hold that thought. Resistance training builds muscle, and muscle is metabolically active. That means the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, even at rest. So in effect, resistance training indirectly accelerates fat loss by boosting your resting metabolic rate. Now let's talk about something really fascinating, the afterburn effect, or as the scientists call it, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. EPOC for short. Following an intense workout, your body goes into overdrive to restore itself to its normal state. This recovery process requires energy, and yes, you've guessed it, that means burning more calories. The more intense the workout, the longer this afterburn effect lasts, sometimes up to 48 hours post-exercise. So you're not just burning calories while you're sweating it out in the gym, but also while you're chilling out afterwards. In conclusion, exercise plays a dual role in fat loss. It directly burns fat during certain activities, and it indirectly boosts fat loss by building muscle and triggering the afterburn effect. It's like having an inbuilt supercharger for your body's fat-burning engine. Exercise, when done right, can power up our fat-burning machinery. So let's get moving and make the most of this incredible tool we all possess. Our hormones are silent players in the game of weight loss. They are like unseen puppet masters controlling our body's fat storage and metabolism. Let's take a closer look at two key players, insulin and cortisol. Insulin, often dubbed the storage hormone, helps our cells absorb glucose from the bloodstream, either using it for energy or storing it for later use. A high-sugar diet can lead to an overproduction of insulin, causing our bodies to store more fat. On the other hand, cortisol, the stress hormone, increases sugars in the bloodstream. Chronic stress can lead to prolonged cortisol release, disrupting normal metabolic processes and promoting fat storage. But it's not all doom and gloom. Our lifestyle choices can help balance these hormones. Regular physical activity can increase insulin sensitivity, and a good night's sleep can help regulate cortisol levels. Balance in life reflects imbalance in our hormones, aiding in efficient fat loss. So let's strive for a healthier lifestyle and let our hormones do the heavy lifting. All right, folks, let's take a breather and summarize everything we've learned so far and turn it into a practical guide. It's time to put theory into action. So, let's break it down into 3 main steps. Firstly, understand the science. We've learned about how fat metabolism works, the importance of caloric balance, and the role of macronutrients in our diet. Knowledge, as they say, is power. Secondly, apply this knowledge. Create a caloric deficit by consuming fewer calories than you burn, or burn more calories than you consume. It's simple math, but the execution can be challenging. Remember to balance your macronutrients, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. They all play a role in our health and shouldn't be neglected. Incorporate both cardio and resistance training into your routine. Cardio helps you burn calories and fat, while resistance training builds muscle, which in turn boosts your metabolism. Lastly, balance your hormones. As we've seen, our hormones play a pivotal role in our fat loss journey. Regular physical activity and good sleep habits can help regulate insulin and cortisol levels. Remember, balance in life reflects balance in our hormones, and that aids in efficient fat loss. In conclusion, always remember that the journey to fat loss is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about making sustainable changes that you can stick with in the long run. Patience and consistency are key in this journey. Now let's get out there and start making those changes. Until next time, stay healthy and keep striving for your goals.